the $195,000 amphibious super toy that turns from a car into a boat in 15 seconds. What if your car didn't stop at the water's edge? What if you could drive out of your garage, head down to the beach, roll straight into the sea? Press a button and suddenly your car becomes a boat. Well, this is the H2O Amphibious Panther XL, and it might be one of the most ridiculous, brilliant, unnecessary and completely irresistible toys I've ever seen. This isn't a jet ski, it isn't a boat, it isn't just an off-roader, it's an amphibious car that can do up to 80 miles per hour on land and up to 45 miles per hour on water. The starting price is about $195,000 before you start ticking the options. So today we're looking at the custom build Panther XL, the car for the person who already has a Range Rover, a boat, a jet ski, a beach house, and absolutely no intention of behaving sensibly. Because let's be honest, if you can drive your car into the ocean and keep going, you're not buying transport, you're buying, hey look at me. The H2O Amphibious Panther XL is basically the answer to a question nobody normal has ever asked. What if my car could also be a high-performance jet boat? According to H2O Amphibious, the new generation Panther XL is designed to transition from a sport utility vehicle into a high-performance jet boat in seconds. That's the entire magic trick. On land, it behaves like an open-top, off-road style vehicle. On water, the wheels retract, the marine propulsion takes over, and suddenly you're not driving anymore, you're boating. It has a one-button car-to-boat transition, and H2O says the switch takes seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. That's less time than it takes most people to connect their phone to Bluetooth in a modern car. And this thing is changing species. Underneath all the madness, there's some proper engineering. The custom build page lists a Honda 3.7 litre VTEC engine paired with a 4-speed manual transmission. The 2024 custom features page also mentions an H2O custom 3.5 litre VTEC supercharged engine. So there appears to be different engine specifications depending on build or model information. But the key point is this. This isn't some tiny novelty thing with a lawnmower engine and a dream. It's using serious VTEC power. And when it hits the water, it uses a jet drive marine propulsion system that means no dangling propeller like an old fishing boat. It's more like a jet boat setup, pushing water through the drive system and firing the vehicle forward. And that's how something shaped like a beach buggy manages to do up to 45 miles per hour on water. For context, 45 miles per hour on water isn't slow. That's proper hold onto your hat and pretend you're meant to do that speed. The headline feature is the transformation. You drive down to the water, you enter like a normal vehicle, then the hydraulic wheel system retracts the wheels, the jet drive engages, and off you go. H2O lists hydraulic wheel retraction as one of the core features of the build. And that's what makes the whole thing work, because normal cars and water don't usually get along. Normally, if you drive a car into the sea, that's not called luxury transport, that's called a big insurance claim. But with the Panther XL, that's actually the selling point. You don't need a trailer. You don't need a separate boat. You don't need to reverse down a slipway while everybody watches and judges your marriage. You just arrive, keep going, and suddenly you're the main attraction. This is where it starts getting properly billionaire toy territory. The custom build page says buyers can choose interior design, exterior design, additional equipment, custom colours, customized wheels, and endless design options. And on the Panther XL page, H2O lists a whole menu of upgrades. You can have a carbon fibre or Alcantara dashboard with a 12-inch Garmin touchscreen. That option's listed at $12,800. You can have a body wrap with artist involvement for about $5,000. You can upgrade to 2-part polyurethane paint for $6,800. You can have EVA foam decking for $3,500. You can have a carbon fibre roll bar and brush bar for $7,800. Power steering, another $3,800. Upgraded JL audio marine speakers, that's listed at $6,800. And the American turbine jet drive, that's listed as a $12,500 upgrade. So yes, the starting price is $195,000, but let's be realistic, Nobody buying an amphibious car is going to sit there and say, no thanks, I'll just have the basic one. That'd be like buying a Lamborghini and asking for wind-up windows. The new Panther XL isn't just the old idea with a fresh brochure. H2O says the vehicle has been extended by 17 inches, giving it a smoother ride. Longer wheelbase, no doubt. More legroom and more passenger space. They also list key improvements including improved rear axle sealing, improved transfer case materials, an improved cooling system, an improved jet drive, a supercharger and customised parts. And those are important details because building something that works on land is hard enough. Building something that works on water is hard enough. Building one machine that can do both without turning into a very expensive floating problem like on Top Gear is a serious engineering challenge. Salt water, corrosion, cooling, sealing, driveline loads, weight distribution, everything becomes more complicated. That's why amphibious vehicles are usually compromised. They're often not great cars and not great boats. The Panther XL is trying to avoid that. It wants to be fast enough on land to feel like a proper toy and fast enough on water to feel like a proper boat. Here's the thing, a supercar is amazing, a yacht is amazing, a jet ski's fun, a beach buggy's fun, but most expensive toys do one thing. This does something far more dramatic. It changes environment. That's what makes it special. It's not just about speed on land, it's about the moment. Imagine turning up at a marina in this. Everyone else is unloading the boats, messing about with trailers, ropes, ramps, winches, and reversing disasters, and you just drive straight in. Press the magic button, the wheels disappear, and off you go. That's not transport, that's showing off with engineering. And for a luxury lifestyle channel, that's exactly the point. Some things are not bought because they're necessary. They're bought because they make life feel like a film. Who's it for? This is not for someone who needs a sensible daily driver. It's not for someone comparing PCP deals on a family SUV. This is for someone with a waterfront property, a lake house, a beach house, a private island, a yacht support garage, or someone who just wants the ultimate conversation starter. It's the sort of thing you could imagine parked outside a Miami mansion, next to the jet skis and the supercars. It's also the sort of vehicle that would be absolutely perfect for a YouTuber, a celebrity, a collector, or a billionaire who already has everything normal people dream about. So once you have the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, the Range Rover, the speedboat and the jet ski, where'd you go next? Apparently straight into the sea in your car. Now let's be sensible for about 30 seconds. This is still a niche machine. You'd need to understand where you can legally use it. You would need to know the rules for launching, boating, registration, insurance, storage, maintenance, corrosion protection and local waterways. And because this is both a vehicle and a watercraft, ownership is not going to be as simple as buying a normal car. It's not just something you leave outside in the rain and hope for the best. It's a specialist machine. It needs specialist care. And that's also part of the appeal. People don't buy a Panther XL because it's practical in the normal sense. They buy it because nothing else does what it does. So is a $195,000 amphibious car worth it? For most people, absolutely not. For the right buyer, absolutely yes. Because the value here is not just the machine, it's the experience. It's the fact you can leave your garage, drive down the road, enter the water, retract the wheels and become a boat in under 15 seconds. It's the uniqueness. It's the fact that every single person watching will stop what they're doing and say, what on earth's that? And in the world of billionaire toys, that matters. Because once you get to this level, you're not just buying performance, you're buying a story. And the Panther XL has one of the best stories of any toy on land or water. So there it is, the H2O Amphibious Panther XL. A car, a boat, a beach toy, a rich person's escape machine, and quite possibly one of the coolest ways ever invented to make a Range Rover look boring. It starts at $195,000. It can do up to 80 miles per hour on land. It can do up to 45 miles per hour on water. and it can transform from a car to a boat in around 10 to 15 seconds. Is it sensible? No. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. Do I want one? Of course I do. Because sometimes the best toys in the world are the ones that make absolutely no sense until you press that button and it changes from a car to a boat and you drive straight into the ocean. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, subscribe and tell me more in the comments what you'd like to see. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.